Welcome back, friends. These are two recent collages, and I have not put any finish on them. So as you can see, they are still the gloss. The gloss medium is dull, and the colors really could pop better. But I am not so happy with gloss, and let me show you. So I did this one a couple of months ago, and I put a gloss on it, my pouring medium, that I usually love when I'm doing just abstract, but for some reason on this, I don't know, on video it looks nice actually, but when you see it in person, I think it cheapens it a little bit. So I don't want to do that on these two. And plus I have much larger work than I'm planning, and I want maybe a satin finish. So then I did try, this is a cold wax that you have to sort of rub on. There's a lot of work you have to do to get it and no, I don't like it. It's almost, again, it's too dull. Just not happy with the finish on this. So I decided maybe a satin varnish. So I purchased this, and I'm going to do this one. If I love it, I will also do this one. I want to see if I like it. So now they say to do 2 to 3 coats and to allow at least 3 hours in between. So I'm going to start with 1 coat, and then I might have to, I'll wait a couple hours today, do a 2nd coat, and then maybe the 3rd coat, if I think it needs it, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to use a sponge brush. Get some, make sure it has no little fuzzies on it. I don't want it getting into my varnish. So I'm just going to pour this on, and it says not to dilute this. I've never used this before, but I'm assuming it's the same as any other varnish as far as application. And these papers were all acrylic paint, so I don't have to worry about any bleeding. Just want to make sure I get every last bit of it. I can see with the light that it is. Very last bit. So I will put this aside to dry and do another coat in 3 hours. There's one more finish I want to show you, and this is also something that I frequently do, and this is an acrylic resin. And it's a lot. It is labor intensive. In this small space, I don't know that I want to attempt this, but on my larger pieces that I'll be working on for my exhibition in May, this may end up being the finish that I go for. But anyway, and I will do a video on this. Please let me know in the comments below if that's something that you're interested in. But this is another finish that we could use. Okay, so here's the 2nd coat. And I want to mention at this time, if you're putting on the 1st coat, you might have seen some of your papers start to bubble up and appear to be separating from the board. Don't worry. This happens with these very fluid, liquid mediums, and it will dry flat, and it will be perfectly fine, so have no fear. I'm going to leave this to dry overnight, and then I'll take a look and see if it needs it. I have a feeling we're not going to need a third coat. Okay, so this turned out, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but it is the most beautiful satin finish. It is absolutely gorgeous. It kind of has that look of the cold wax, but much, much better, at least in my opinion. Anyway, it feels nice. So I'm also going to do this one and this one in that same finish. I think it is absolutely going to look beautiful. And I'm going to do the sides as well, but I might collage the sides. On a recent large painting that I did this type of collage on the side. It really looked nice. I'm not sure that I would do that on this one. Maybe I would do something slightly different. I'm going to touch up these edges before I seal it or before I varnish it. Let me see, on this side probably do the same. Just make sure it's nice and solid black and looking really good. For my exhibit, I might frame these. I'm not really sure. But anyway, finishing a piece of artwork, I have to sign them as well, but finishing a piece of artwork really puts that extra touch on things that sometimes make it just perfect. And especially when you're going to put it up for sale. You want to make sure it really looks finished. I know this was a short one. Planning for this exhibit and trying to get these videos done, I'm getting into the swing. I am getting on, it's becoming a little bit easier. You know, that's why I'm going to have to put out every once in a while a nice short one. Anyway, I hope to see you again soon. Don't forget to create, inspire, and share. And I'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.